Greetings, I'm your host, Juan Cordero Diaz. You may know me from my bi-monthly podcast, Politico, and now I am taking a deep dive with artists from all around Cleveland and the outside area to talk about the struggles, how they can overcome those, and their history in music. Stay tuned because this is City Sounds. The views expressed on this podcast by some of the guests may not represent those of the Inquisitor Media or Cleveland Finest Entertainment. Listener discretion and viewer discretion is advised. Hi everybody and welcome once again to another episode of City Sounds. We are here today with an amazing artist and we're going to talk a little bit more of some of the artist stuff that we've been going through this season with many of the other artists. But first, let me ask you to introduce yourself and how old are you?
I'm 27. My name Debo. My rap name the Biggest Bo.
What inspired you? What inspired you to do this music?
Shit. When I was a kid, I used to listen to a lot of Lil Wayne and shit. And I was infatuated with music ever since then. I used to have to literally go to sleep to listen to music. I mean, listen to music, going to sleep type shit. Like, you feel me? Like, I couldn't go to sleep unless I had music playing in my ear and shit. My brother used to hate that shit. I remember one Christmas and shit, my mama bought me a radio and shit. And my brother hated that shit even more because I had a phone, you feel me? Then I got a radio and nigga, now I got something louder, you feel me? Fall asleep to and shit. But yeah, though, I don't know. I just got a good passion for music. I'm a fan of this shit.
So, and you, your style of music, you say you rap, right? So your style of music, do you write about your life story? You write around like things that just come into your head at the moment? Do you write about like, what inspired you to write like your music at the moment?
Majority of the music, all right, like I say, it depends on the beat. Like if I feel like turned up that day, you know what I'm saying? Like I probably throw some made up bars in there, but majority of the shit is, you feel me, how I'm really living. You feel me? Like it ain't no fabricated shit, you feel me? But majority of it's made up type shit. Some of it is, true shit, like, but majority of the shit, it's all rap. It's just entertainment, you feel me?
So when you're like, when you're creating your process and the music going around, how does it come together? Do you start with like lyrics on your head? You hear a beat and you begin? How does that artist process go for you?
Well, I don't write no more though. But shit, when I used to write, I just started hearing some shit in my head and I just probably write it down. But now I just go off the beat. I don't even write no more, so I just go off how the beat go and I see how the beat is. You feel me? When the beat drop and how I hear the hook or some shit, I just try to find the flow of the hook, hum it in, and then fill in the words type shit. Try to make something catchy.
So words pretty much just come to you. You don't put it together. You just wait for that beat.
And that's the thing. Like I don't know. Even though all artists that punch in do the same shit, like I don't know. I just feel like I was really made for this shit because how I really put this shit together. You would think I wrote my shit down. I don't even write.
Well, I will tell you, that is a talent in itself because I myself, I've been doing podcasting for a minute and I still have to write some of my stuff to even like do it. Some of it improvise at the moment, but a lot of what we do, we have to write it because, we have a thing.
Hell yeah.
So it is an absolute talent to be able, to just come up with those words at the right time to do it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
In itself. So let me ask you, when you were coming through with all this together and putting this music and coming, to Cleveland Finest Entertainment, how were you feeling, like, inspired? How were you feeling like you were feeling you wanted support from the community? You wanted a group of people to work with?
No, honestly, Zoe reached out to me to do a mic drop, you feel me? And I just fuck with him, you feel me? And I just started paying attention to what he got going, you feel me? He a genuine person, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of people out here that's in the position to put artists in position, but they only doing it for the artist that already got a name. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely.
What Zoe doing, he building up his platforms and he building with the artists and he building up the artists as he going. You know what I'm saying? If you can't respect that, then I can't respect you. You feel me? But he doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
Can't hate.
And through this work, you're working with many other artists through with Cleveland Finest Entertainment and the record label itself. And how do you feel about working with these other people, like learning their style, learning like their, not everybody, as you said, you have that talent in yourself that you can make the words at the moment. Some people have to write them. How do you feel working with everybody and how does it work?
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I really started working with different artists after I did the Cleveland Rap Cypher with Zoe. I got like I was gonna drop a tape, but I'm just gonna drop singles now. But I got basically like a song with almost everybody from each team, you know what I'm saying, put together type. But to show you that I'm like a student of the game, I really study people's style. So when I went home, I made a specific hook or hook and verse, you know what I'm saying, for a specific artist because I know how they style is, you feel me? So every song I sent out got right back because, you know what I'm saying, that's how it is. Like I really feel like I'm T-Pain of this shit, you feel me? Tap in.
And you're working with Cleveland Finest Entertainment and the record label on some of the stuff and making your own music, bringing your music to life and going through that process. How do you feel, working with a community that is here to support you compared to just, be doing it by yourself? Do you feel that there's a support system is better? Do you think it will be easier if you do it yourself?
I I like doing it myself, you feel me? I did like doing it myself, but I noticed that you can't do it by yourself, you feel me? And I told myself, if I can't do it with genuine people, I don't even want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I done been around. I done been around associated with people that had platforms, and they ain't really want to push me. You know what I'm saying? They ain't believe in my craft. You know what I'm saying? So I started doing music on my own, and then after I linked up with Zoe for the mic drop, he made me see like it ain't just about being the best rapper. Like it's about marketing and getting your name out there, and stuff like that. So he teaching me shit, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, I fuck with him. He's a genuine person, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, putting the name out there. And let me ask you that you're in Cleveland, right? And Cleveland is a city where politically we're the poorest, one of the 10 poorest cities in the nation. And a lot of the part, we're not LA, we're not Hollywood, we're not Florida, where like a lot of music comes from. We're Cleveland.
Yeah.
You have some good people coming out of Cleveland, but there's once in a lifetime opportunity. How do you feel in Cleveland, doing this work? And where do you see yourself, coming from Cleveland in the next 5-10 years?
To be honest, bro, this shit is hard. Coming from Cleveland, bro, I feel like everybody that rap in Cleveland, it ain't even just rap. Anybody that doing something in Cleveland, no, the support system is crazy. Like, everybody hate on each other or don't nobody want to see you doing better than them, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I really, where I see we gonna just go where I see myself. We're gonna leave that alone. Everybody know Cleveland's a hate city. We're gonna leave that alone. But where I see myself in the next 5 years, before 5 years, I'm trying to be, you feel me, the biggest name out of Cleveland. That's why I named myself the biggest bowl. You feel me? Like I'm gonna be one of the biggest that come out of the city. You feel me? So like I'm manifesting that. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I don't really, I really ain't motivated by the city because the niggas that made it out, they only look for niggas that got clout. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really listening to the real underground niggas and giving niggas a chance. So other than that, I'm cool on niggas.
And you have some music out there in your platforms and stuff. Tell me, is there a song do you like have favorite song among all your songs and the story behind that song itself?
Favorite song? Oh man. My favorite, I don't have a favorite song, but one of my songs that I got like with some real substance to it is probably like something like outside today or not substance, but like a topic. I got like something like outside today. That's like a party song. You know what I'm saying? And I got like shit like Keep It G. I got shit like For All Y'all. I made that shit when I fell out my day ones and shit. You feel me? But I don't really want to speak on that. You gotta just go tap in and listen to it. You feel me? But
Absolutely. And how can people find you online?
well, shit, on Instagram, my name is I Am The Biggest Bo. And then on YouTube and all platforms for music is The Biggest Bo. And I got older music under YFL Kid, but he died, so you know how that go.
Yeah, and you are, you're looking through to find, you're doing all this work now, and you want people to find, you want people to listen and find this work for sure. Now, when we're doing this and we're sitting down, people find you online. How do you like interact with like that? Like seeing someone that like maybe follows your thing and then they're like supporting you all the way to the end. How do you feel when you have that support?
I ain't gonna lie, like I get the most support from my family, like my sister, my cousins, my wife, my kids, my mama, like everybody that really close to me, you feel me? I don't really got a big fan base like that right now, so like the closest ones to me is I feel like support me the most, you feel me? I don't really people know me in Cleveland, but people ain't really listening to Cleveland. When I look at my analytics, all my listeners is out of town and out of state in different countries and shit like that. So, but it feel good when you pulling up on people and they listen to your shit, or they talking about some long live all the gangsters, free the guys. I say that in all my songs and shit. It's just different shit that made me feel good about the shit. I know I gotta keep going, you feel me? I'm gonna be somebody for real. I'm somebody in their eyes already, you feel me? Type shit.
So, and like you mentioned the biggest artist out of Cleveland, right? And when we get there, when we get to the biggest artist out of Cleveland, what do you think? What do you think if someone, when you're there, and even right now, someone's starting into this, someone who doesn't know how to do it, doesn't think that they can do it. What is one piece of advice you can give that person?
Well, I feel like shit. If you doing this shit and you serious about it, and if you feel like nigga, people ain't supporting you how they supposed to, nigga, just keep doing that shit. Keep dropping and watch your analytics. Just stay consistent. Like me, I'm gonna give you some quick game. Like me, I'm not dropping no more mixtapes because I know I ain't got a big fan base, so I'm not about to drop a whole 10, 12 songs, and I know they ain't about to listen to them all. So instead of doing that, I just schedule them out, you feel me? And they gonna listen to the single, you feel me? So just schedule them out every 2 weeks or some shit like that, and you get your shit out there like that. That way they hear everything, you feel me? Type shit.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Those that you can find, as I said, links and everything in the description of this video on YouTube. For those looking at Spotify, check out citysounds.com, where you will be able to find more on the artists and the episodes. And we'll see you in the next episode.
I be off my body tryna chill from all them drugs. And they just spend on no dollars, they gon' kill them off the love. I'm off the hand, I'm on my body, fuck the molly, what a bug. Got different gens and hella toppers in the car full of thugs. Like who gon' die today? Boy, you better chill cause you can die today. I know what kind of whip, know where your crib, boy, you can't hide it. Don't apologize, we pop out, we leave these niggas traumatized. Been on that gangster since I was a kid, got
City Sounds is an Inquisitor Media original production in collaboration and partnership with Cleveland Finest Entertainment. This and all episodes are produced, created, and hosted by me, Juan Fidel Diaz, with editing, music, and assistance from Alonso Knight. You can find more at www.citysoundspod.com. Thank you so much for listening.